So after the Steven Nelson versus Diego Pacheco fight, Terence Crawford, had some choice words for his friend Steven Nelson. Even during the fight, he looked a little upset with the performance of Steven Nelson. He was very upset, actually. And I guess it's because a lot of us was like, damn, we saw how he was doing it at the end, like the last few rounds, and he was like, damn, why did he do that early? I was under the impression though that he was gonna fade late because of his age and stuff like that, but he didn't. He didn't fade. He still was going. So everybody's wondering, why wasn't he doing all of this early on? I saw some things in that fight that Steven Nelson could have capitalized on as well. If Terence Crawford, like in the back, they went to the in the back, and Crawford, I guess he scolded him. He was just like, "Listen, I quote unquote," he said, "I was trying to tell you the whole fight to throw the hook." He kept going backward. He kept going like this, turning his back. Throw the fucking hook. So that was what he was saying to Steve Nelson in the dressing room. For not capitalizing on it, on the openings like I saw. I was like, damn, hit him, catch him, Steve. I was saying all of that during the fight. And, obviously he can't hear me, but yeah. And then Steve Nelson was blaming it on his eye. He was saying he couldn't see out his left eye. He said it was like orange and yellow. He's like, quote unquote, I couldn't see out of my eye. It was orange and yellow, so this shit right here, I was hesitant to get caught up here. So that's why it was hard to do that shit. The blood, right after I got cut in the third round, everything started. So Steve Nelson saying the third round was the beginning of the end. All right. So he's saying if he didn't get the cut, he would have performed much better. But apparently Terence Crawford didn't see it the same way. It could have been a real thing. I don't think he's ever been cut over his eye like that. So maybe that was a new thing for him. He still fought his heart out. But see, that shows you Bud, though. He's a perfectionist, bro. This is what I'm saying. In my humble opinion, people don't understand the type of fighter Canelo's up against, bro. You don't. All right? And it's not the same. This ain't Jamel Charlo. This is not a person that gives it 30 or 40 or 50%. Terence Crawford is a dude that's going to give it 110%. Or he going to try, to give it 110%. Injuries, all that. And I already know that. And we haven't seen Bud severely injured in a fight like that. Seeing him some swollen eyes, shit like that, cut over his eye against Kell Brook. Nothing crazy, but that should tell you the type of dude Terence Crawford is. It's good to have somebody like that in your corner, And with Shakur Stevenson, the same thing. When he don't do certain things, Bud will try to check him on that too. Only thing is, Bud was kind of letting Shakur off the hook when it came to that fight with De Los Santos a little bit. Everybody like, wait a minute, man, yeah, you can win your fights, how you need to win them, but, we think he should have engaged a little bit more. But then, people would say, well, he was injured. But then I'm like, okay, well, if you injured, why fight if you injured? You know what I'm saying? So if you injured, why take a fight if you injured? So, look, I don't know. All I know is I like seeing stuff like that from Crawford. It's constructive criticism. It's tough love. And sometimes that's what you need in a friend, Just my take, man. But Steve will learn from it and move on, and he'll be a better fighter in the next fight. This is your boy, Rebel Life Boxing. I want to know what you thought about this. Drop comments, talk to me, share the vid, all that. I'll catch y'all later on the next one.